put him up there with like Dane, Irv.
Yeah, me too.
I put him up there with Puff. Like he had an eye for it, but he was so strategic. Right. He had an ear too.
I'm Butta, folk. I'm always gonna be Butta.
Does quote-unquote hip-hop moguls even exist anymore? At one point in time, you could connect a rapper to their label head without much thought. From Jay and Dame, Big and Puff, Pocket Suge, 50 M and Dre, Wayne and Birdman, and in another universe on that list, it would have been A$AP Rocky and A$AP Yams. A$AP Yams was only 26 years old when he passed, but did so much in the time he was here. First off, Yams left behind some fire tweets.
My goth bitch make airplane noise when she feed me while I wear Coogee baby pin.
He wasn't a rapper or a producer for the label, but provided the vision and leadership. People claim A$AP Mob fell off, but the fact that their name is even relevant today is a testament to the foundation that A$AP Yams left. People forget how dry New York was before A$AP hit the scene, and a lot of that can be attributed to A$AP Yams. In this video, we are going to cover the story, the legacy, and the foundation that A$AP Yams left behind. Let's get it.
My name is A$AP Yams, aka Yams Beginning, aka Lil Newport, aka Wavy Bone, aka the Puerto Rican R. Kelly, aka the light-skinned Tay Diggs. What's up?
Born November 13th, 1988. Growing up in Harlem, New York, A$AP Yams grew up a fan of rap. He was a fan of a lot of the traditional backpack rap. Yams credits Cameron, DMX, and Big Pun as the artists that got him into the genre. Yams had attempts of being in the music industry way before A$AP. He was managing producers while in high school as a freshman, getting placements on Dipset mixtapes and Trader Truth's album, Restless. Karen Civil in 2005 was working for Diplomatic Records, gave Yams an unpaid internship at Dipset. Still being a student at the time, Yams dropped out of high school to pursue this opportunity. Interning at Dipset at this time is where he learned the true business of the music industry.
Oh yeah, I used to actually intern for Dipset back in the days and stuff like that. You know, I was doing the regular, you know, fetching coffees and, you know, organizing. You know, I was pretending to beat them on MySpace and shit like that.
Yo, what the fuck was that like?
It was fun though, because I had access to their MySpace, so I used to plug my page in the bulletins and all that shit. So I was getting hoes off that shit for real.
Yeah. Though soon after Yams started to intern, Dipset will soon break up, leaving a void in New York rap for the next few years. Talking about his time at Dipset, Yams would say, "You can't be street in those offices. There's a lot more paperwork. You can't be like 50 Cent, Cam, smacking people in the Sony building and bragging about it."
We was still in like trial and error mode at that time. We decided to call ourselves the Piff Crew.
We ran with that for like 2 days. Then we was at Wendy's sitting down, nigga, Yams like, "Oh, fuck that. The new name of this shit is A$AP."
Always strive and always prosper. In 2006, A$AP was created by members A$AP Yams, A$AP Bari, and A$AP Ills. Yams being the brains behind the music, Bari being the brains behind the fashion, and Ills being the model of the crew. The crew would start to expand later. Bari would put Yams on a Rocky who was rapping at the time. Rocky music wasn't polished then though. So for a few years, they would work on perfecting his sound.
And me and Yams and Ills started A$AP. Rocky didn't have songs, he had freestyles. Like, you feel me? Like, he was just like freestyle, like, you feel me? But like, Rocky was a superstar before who he is who he was in the hood.
But niggas and A$AP used to treat Yams like he was like Yoda or some shit, like for real.
Like real shit.
Yeah, they used to praise him, but you never see him. Right. You know what I'm saying? You hear about him, he got tattoos, he got this, he got that. So like 2 years passed and finally A$AP, and I'm rapping for him over the phone, all type of shit. This before Instagram and all this other shit. So I'm talking to him all the time. He telling me the codes. He telling me like, you know, how to like keep everybody straight.
Yams, who was well aware of the internet culture in a time where blogs were king, he had a blog of his own with a small following. That small following turned bigger when he left traditional blogs and set up shop at Tumblr under the name Eastside Stevie. In his own words, "I was bored one day. I thought Tumblr was gay at first. I thought it was some real emo shit. My bitch at the time had a Tumblr, so I started one. That shit was addicting as fuck. And wavy. I was getting pussy off Tumblr. People started becoming fans of that shit, hitting me up and being like, you put me on Max B.
Aside from, whatever's going on in my situation, there's still people that come up to me and make references to shit I post about on real nigga Tumblr. And I'm like, how the fuck, like in my thoughts and shit like that, like they like, yo, I remember you posted about the All Night Life and that's your favorite movie, like, yo, that's, and all them R&B mixtapes and shit like that, and like in-store signings and shit. And I'm like, damn, like, how the fuck you know about this? That's crazy.
After a year and a half of building an online fan base, Eastside Stevie was now a tastemaker. But Yams still had plans for ASAP. By early 2011, Rocky had songs that the collective felt like were ready to be released officially. To avoid being like 90% of rappers online, like spamming their music and messages, comment sections, and tweets, Yams smartly built his own fan base, his own platform, and would give Rocky exposure by posting his song Purple Swag in April of 2011. Within months, Purple Swag would go viral. His hype at the time led to pesos being leaked, and the rest was history.
The Tumblr came out and put you on the map with the peso and the Purple Swag and shit. Like, at that point, did you know, like, yo, this is, we got something going on here?
Nope. I'm gonna come clean. That whole time with the whole Tumblr, and that was ASAP Yams the whole time. So his Tumblr name already, he developed his name.
Eastside Stevie.
Oh, it's like guy right here.
Right,
And yeah, he would just like sneak our stuff in there. And
Right.
I didn't even know he had affiliation with me or nothing, so it worked. You know what I mean?
I think Yams was like our Puff, and meaning like Yams wasn't physically making beats and things like that. Like he was executive producing and A&Ring, and he would reach out to different producers, the Beautiful Lou's, and I guess Clams Casino or whoever it was at the time, and bring people together because he was heavy into the internet.
Stevie, my nigga, so what you been up to, son? Like, how's the shit now? Like, how's ASAP since y'all niggas made it, man? Y'all niggas trying to make it. Y'all niggas doing good right now.
I'm just trying to get as much bitches pregnant as I can. Couple washed up 90s R&B bitches. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with all the time.
Rocky was signed with a major label alongside getting the distribution deal for the ASAP mob. Yams' vision was all over Rocky's first project, Live Love ASAP. With the influence of his Tumblr, Rocky was able to get features from artists like Schoolboy Q, production from Clams Casino. Drake posted Purple Swag to his OVO blog, leading Rocky to going on a Club Paradise tour with Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
I'm the boss of the whole operation. Like, nothing goes through without me and Rocky approving it first. And whatever Rocky does, I make sure I'm hands-on with all of that stuff. I would consider Rocky to be Luke Skywalker, and I'll probably be like Yoda, you know what I'm saying? Very cozy with the robe on, very casual. Whenever he wants some, advice on life or his career or any options, he just comes to me. I'm the spirit guide, something like that, feel me?
With great success, though, came hard stress. Yams, who was a hip-hop nerd at heart, wanted to avoid the Jay and Dame Rockefeller type of breakup by saying, whatever they did to Jay and Dame, they already trying to do to us, because they know what I'm capable of, and they know what Rocky's capable of. At this high point in Yams' life, he was still fighting demons privately. After a Coachella show high on Xans and lean, Yams almost choked in his sleep from his own vomit. Yams' mother, from her perspective, would say, Yams was stressed due to his role as a leader in ASAP Mob. My son was under tremendous amount of pressure to keep the ASAP Mob collective striving together, successful in producing hit records. At the same time, he told me he felt as if he was being squeezed out the group of creative friends who spent so much time and energy putting and keeping it together. Yams in the New York Times interview would comment and say, I got to chill. It's not a good look up there in the office. They're not going to have any faith.
I remember one time Chase had, my manager, they wanted to get him this thing. It's like a face thing. It's
that
like
helps you breathe?
Yeah, when you sleep, because he would be choking on his own tongue.
Oh, man.
Like, I could pull up videos now, and this ain't me justifying it, you know what I mean? Like, Yams, that was what he did. He got hot.
Despite his private struggles, Yams' vision would fully come to fruition. His plans were for ASAP to be treated not just as a rap label, but as a major label. Not only Rocky now being a household name, the label blew up ASAP Ferg as well, releasing the Mob's Lords Never Worry mixtape in 2012, Rocky's debut album, Long Live ASAP in 2013, and Ferg's debut album, Trap Lord in 2013. This was ASAP at their complete peak of powers, and Yams had his fingerprints all over it.
Okay. Now, Yams, you gotta say something, bro. You always in the cup. You like the mastermind behind all these projects, man.
Listen, all I gotta say is ASAP Mob album, October 15th. I ain't want to say the date, but the date got leaked to the internet, October 15th. We're about to get a fourth quarter again. You know what I mean? The Puerto Rican Arkells.
You know their stores.
Diamond. Say what?
You got a title for the ASAP Mob album yet?
Untitled for now, but we gonna deliver. We gonna deliver. Trap loading stores now. Go get that. Holla at me.
ASAP had plans to release a collective album titled Lord in 2014. At this point, Yams' addiction would start to worsen though. Summer of 2014, Yams would check into rehab. Not much is known about his time in rehab, but this post on his Tumblr pretty much explains it. A fan asked Yams, "You out of rehab?" Yams' response was, "I've been out of rehab. My life was no joke. My drug use led to me suffering from seizures and having other sicknesses that Pimp C was diagnosed with prior to his death. I'm only talking about this on Tumblr because y'all got a little bit more common sense than Twitter. My tolerance by the time I checked in was 8 Xanax bars just to let the high kick in. My idea of enjoying life had people thinking I was trying to take my own life. None of them drugs, no joke. In rehab, I started getting knowledge of self and realizing that I am a god, and as a god, nothing should have control over them, whether it's lust, drugs, money, or any vice. Also led to me seeing how basic as fuck this generation is with no sense of personal identity. Everyone's wearing codeine-themed clothing, wears Gucci goggles, flexes cheap lean. I know you not sipping no act, and wears gold teeth. Y'all motherfuckers look like y'all got no class. I can't believe y'all go to y'all mama crib dressed like that, B. Also realize everybody want to be a trapper or a street nigga now and display ignorance. What happened to being a smart gangster or just being smart in general? I've been clean since June 26th though. Even stopped smoking Newports. I'm trying my hardest to avoid festivals, video shoots, club walkthroughs, or anything that's going to make me hate the human race more than I do. I'm addicted to the money though, for sure. Deleting this in a few, I'm not here to kick knowledge, just to get dollars. Yams would announce that the ASAP Mob album would then be scrapped. Instead, they had plans to release ASAP Nasty album and ASAP Rocky album. On October 2nd, 2014, ASAP Yams and ASAP Rocky posted links to their website and announced that Rocky's new single will be releasing at midnight. That song turned out to be Multiply. Thus started the rollout for Long Last ASAP. On New Year's Day in 2015, Rocky will release the second single for the project titled Lord, Pretty Flacco Jody 2. ASAP Yams would tragically pass 17 days later.
ASAP started in 2006 with ASAP Yams. Yams and I used to sit up at night on the phone strategizing how we would single-handedly just come in and just like take over this, rap shit on some young shit. We knew we didn't want to be under nobody. We didn't want to be anybody's protege. We didn't need no cosign. We said we gonna come in this shit, do it our way. And we used to just hold it down on some ASAP shit. By August, man, it was just me and Yams out there. And that's when we were working and, he started getting back on his Blackout Boy shit.
I'm sorry, I definitely remember him, tweeting that he was gonna try his best to stop because he knows that it ruins lives, but I know it's also not easy to kick a habit like that.
Yeah.
His cause of death will be rude and accidental drug intoxication. Yams' death hit the hip-hop community hard. Rocky would honor Yams by having a purple birthmark on his face on the cover for At Long Last ASAP. He's memorialized in songs by his team, Yams Beginning, Yams Beginning. From 2016 to 2021, ASAP held an annual show in his memory titled Yams Day. Outside of ASAP, his impact was felt by artists who weren't even in business with him.
I met this nigga ASAP Rocky, right? And I met him 3 months after Yams died. Like 3-4 months after Yams died, when South by Southwest was still like a thing. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, Yams put me on your music, bro." That shit crushed me though, cause I never got to meet ASAP Yams.
A few
celebs in the music game that got a birthmark. Cardi right there.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people don't even notice no.
You're coming for them.
Yeah, Yams had a birthmark too, so that makes me feel special.
Yeah, Yams finna be one of the biggest president one of them record label I had and I forgot he was going with. Yeah, Yams finna take on a big old position, man. Yams was the man.
Oh, so Yams was getting ready to shop you.
Yeah, Yams had reached out to all of us out here in Atlanta.
Though Yams didn't have a long stay, his impact is still felt to this day.
My name is Tatiana Paulino. I am A$AP Young's mother. And in Stephen honor, please remember to always try and prosper.
So I think I was like a junior in high school when I got hip to Rocky. And I remember when Pesos came out and it's like all people played. And I used to watch the Rocky videos and I would see Yams and I'd be like, oh man, he looked turned. Or I just thought he was like one of the homies. So as I started to study music, God damn it, I'm wrong. I started studying Yams. I'm like, man, this dude was like a Dame Dash or a Diddy. Like he could have hit mogul status easily. Sadly, he was so young with all that. I just felt like you get lost in emotion sometime, man. It's life and it happens to people, but it's dope to see that he able to leave an imprint at 26 years old. Like, that's crazy. I know I got like a 19-year-old little homie watching this being like, hey, 26 old, but it's really not, y'all. And no disrespect to A$AP, but after Yams passed, bro, you can hear the, like, I don't know, it's just like the vision out there. Like, you can hear like those old tapes. And I hope I'm not speaking from nostalgia, but it just sounds better. It hit better, you know what I mean? And I attribute a lot of that early music, that early A$AP wave to Yams. Even though he wasn't the one in the studio, sometimes you need people to give you that direction. So with that being said, if you hate what I said, make sure to dislike it, subscribe, because I know that just made some people mad for sure. But if you like this video, make sure, as always, to like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all so much. It's RammButta, and I'm out.
Green, out my mind, I'm so insane. Find this fabric, so my back belly kicks virgin Jane. Smoking killer, gripping